You are about to see an extremely simplified explanation of multi-criteria decision analysis, otherwise known as MCDA. What happens inside 𝗪𝗻 is very significantly more complex because of tangible-intangible comparisons leading to subjective, objective, and hybrid value measures that introduce value, measure child-parent relationships. And that's without even considering multiple opinions of value and multiple opinions of outcome. We wish to caution you on two things. Firstly, binarily devised weights in multi-criteria decision analysis will always introduce bias. And it's not commonly known how much even 2% bias can influence the final decision. So, that's why 𝗪𝗻 calculates statistically defendable weights. Secondly, this demonstration only shows subjective value measure outcomes. So we can keep it nice and simple. 𝗪𝗻 uses objective, subjective, and hybrid value measures, which are part of 𝗪𝗲 intellectual property. 𝗪𝗻 is a sophisticated tool that uses multi-criteria decision analysis to help make decisions without emotion and without bias. Just imagine you need to buy a car, so you go and have a look and there are all sorts of cars. Hatchbacks, sedans, utes, sports cars. There are four-wheel drives, RVs, there are electric, diesel, petrol, gas, hybrid, large, small, new, and used. Which one would you choose? The cheapest. Upon close inspection, some are too old, some are poor quality, or too small, or not enough power. The cheaper ones are actually not cheap at all. The sports car looks great and one has a special price if you buy it today, but they cost a lot of money. There are so many criteria to consider. And there are trade-offs between the choices. This is where you can use 𝗪𝗻 in its multi-criteria decision analysis. So, how does it work? Let me explain it step by step. The first important step is to define your objective. What do you want to achieve? For example, to find the car that gives you the best value for money. Then you need to define the criteria that help you measure how much each car suits you. Price is important to you, but there are other considerations like fuel cost, power, size, the length of the warranty, quality and color. Next, you need to decide how important each of the criteria is to you. Size could be the most important and make up 25% of your decision. Warranty is also important to you. Fuel cost, power, price and quality are all somewhat important. Color is the least important. Now you look at your choices of cars and rate each of them for each of the criteria. The best performing option gets the highest number of points, and the worst performing option gets the lowest number. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can see that it's not always the same car that performs best, and sometimes they sit you in. Now we need to calculate. Each rating is multiplied by the importance of the criterion to work out the score for each option and criterion. Then you add up the scores for each car and you select the winner with the highest score. Here it's the middle one, which is the right size, has a great warranty, but doesn't have that much power. So you take the middle one for a test drive, and if it doesn't stack up, then try the second option, which would be the second from the left. Now you may want to consider that, applied to really complex decisions, say with 400 value measures and 2,000 alternatives. The science in 𝗪𝗻 has been proven globally over more than 40 years and is statistically defendable, so you can be sure that it passes the pub test. We've also proven 𝗪𝗻 in real world on over 2,000 options with over 260 criteria for customers and 400 criteria in total. Why not book a demonstration or arrange a chat with our team to see how 𝗪𝗻 can benefit your business's decision-making? Thank you for your consideration.